Welcome back to the vlog. So basically the idea in today is for me to go on a short ride, not doing anything major, but we're going to have a talk. And I'm going to talk to you today about why I, and how I, or should I say how I more so, went vegan, and why I think you should do too. But we'll get back to that in a minute. So the reason I went vegan and how I went vegan, let's start with the why I went vegan. So about, say 1 year and 8 months ago from today, I was very depressed, and I'd kind of given up on life. I had been from probably at the age of 17 struggling with anxiety, or at least that's kind of when I remember it from, and I used to use alcohol as a way for me to have confidence, let's put it that way. And I got myself into a horrible lifestyle of eating tons of crap junk food. As much as I had been eating healthy at times as well, because there was a period before where I didn't, as you'll see on my Instagram, there's a period where I had started doing exercise and, you know, trying to better myself. And the issue being was, back then, neither was I in the right mind state, but I was also not aware of what it was I was consuming. But we'll get onto that in a minute. So, what happened to me was I led myself to believe that there was no hope, there was no way out of it, and I was constantly thinking of ways that I could get out of it. You know, ways that I could let's put it bluntly, I decided that if I wasn't here, I wouldn't be causing none of the stress for anyone. I wouldn't have to be the failure anymore, and I wouldn't have to prove to anyone that I wanted to be someone that I wasn't, if that makes sense. Because how can you truly be your true self if you're not happy in yourself? That's not you being you, is it? So what happened was, I was sat there in the bedroom one day, like I was doing pretty much every day of my life for a stretch of about 8 months. And just one day I happened to watch a YouTube channel that was based on cameras, and the guy, many of you may well know, yeah, so his name's Vegetable Police, or at least it was, or his channel name was that, and his camera channel was Camera Conspiracies that I used to watch. Now, on one of his videos on his camera channel, he'd mentioned, obviously like you would, he'd mentioned about this this other channel, and I decided, let's go and have a look. You know, seems pretty funny, cool guy. Let's go and see what this is all about. And this was where I was introduced into the vegan YouTube scene. Now, I know Vegetable Police himself is no longer vegan, and I believe he probably was only plant-based due to the fact that obviously he's been quite a bit of a yo-yo dieter himself, and obviously veganism isn't about being on a diet as such. You know, you have to eat things that don't contain certain, I would say, I don't like to say products, but that's what they're called, you know. And it would appear that he wasn't interested. You know, he'd quite happily go back to eating animals. So anyway, as the time went by, obviously when you watch something on YouTube, you get recommendations. Now, because I had already been watching his other channel, it didn't take that too long for other recommendations to come up with regards to veganism. And so I, in my state, was like, do you know what, let's watch this slaughterhouse video. I didn't even know what a slaughterhouse was. Obviously I knew that's the only way that the animals could get to your plate, but I was so far disconnected, and like many people, I just used to walk into the supermarket, pick up that animal flesh and purchase it and eat it as it was called, a burger, you know, a steak. It's just all about the health benefits, the protein, you know, all the nutrients. What a load of crap. Yeah, so going back to where I was, I then watched this video, and it was at this point I made that connection, because Joey Carbstrong was literally walking in to a slaughterhouse. Hang on, I'm gonna talk to you in a minute. I just gotta get this hill. Do you know what? I shouldn't have eaten before I came out. Bad a mistake, Gary. Yeah, so what I'm trying to say is, he willingly went out of his, I would say, a comfort zone. He went out of his comfort zone, and Joey Carbstrong, as he's known on his YouTube channel, went into a slaughterhouse and filmed the whole thing, you know, and we don't get to see that. And why don't we get to see it? Because if most people saw it, they wouldn't want to eat the animals. So from that point onwards, it was time to research. So I did all the research. You know, I was conscious about the health side, don't get me wrong, because I didn't know anything about it. And that was when I decided to go vegan. And the reason why was because when you're suffering with depression, anxiety, and the intention of ending your life, you find it so much easier to connect with others. And you only have to realise that we don't need animal products to be fit and healthy, and that's all stages of life. I have now got a 4-month-old up to a 4.5-month-old baby who's fully vegan. So all I'm asking is, anyone who's watching this, is would it really be that hard to be a little bit less selfish for taste pleasure and just general pleasure, entertainment, you know, a jumper, whatever it is, that thing that's called a product that actually contains what was once a life, when there's so many alternatives out there that are much better for you and definitely better for the animals. So what I'm asking you to is just listen to what I'm saying and think about it. Now, I know I posted on my Instagram stories and I haven't got a massive following at the moment, so I wasn't expecting much feedback, but I would like, if you can, if you would like to share this video with other people, family, friends, maybe my words will come across to somebody who can just, you know, make that connection. Also, if you are enjoying my content, obviously please feel free to subscribe, but I need to get this message out there. I don't earn an income and I can't afford to get to places where I'd like to go for vigils. Even if I decide I want to go and stand in the cube again, or even just any sort of form of activism that I can do. And I'm asking my vegan friends here, because that seems to be the majority of the people following me. I'm asking you, I'm not saying I want your money, I'm just asking for your support.
Close all the curtains, stay on the phone. We are the monsters, holding you still. We are the gallows up on the hill. Answer the question, is God on your side? We'll be together, weather rebel tide. We are the monster, there's no place to hide.
So today I've just come out on a little ride. It's very windy actually. Yesterday was very windy as well. Sorry, just clean the lens a little bit there. Yeah, it's wet and windy, and I was going to record this at home, but I don't get much privacy at home with the kids running around, and obviously it's not my house, so it's not very easy to just sit there and talk. But I hope you've found this information, I'd say, useful. Hopefully you can put it to use yourself, you know, share it with others. And if you're not already vegan and not plant-based, if you're not already vegan, just think about what those animals have to go through. Put yourself in their position, and when you realise you no longer need to contribute to that, then you have no reason to continue. So, like I say, go vegan. Peace. Come on. That's because I was stood in mud, I bet. There we go. Mint. I just want to say thank you very much for all the new subscribers to the channel. Don't worry, I haven't forgot you. Their support has been amazing for the last video I did.
When we wake, hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side our fears are done. Oh, the good times just begun. We know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future is bright. Oh, you and I, we got it. We don't need no can weather any storm. Before I sleep, hear the crickets, see the moon. Side by side and through. No limit to what we can do. Oh, we know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future is bright. Oh, you and I, we got it. Oh, we don't need no more. You and I can weather any storm.
What you'd call that. Yeah, so the back here, as you can see, that's the main road, the A16. I apologise for the wind now. Yeah, I didn't have any route plan today. I just wanted to ride. I just want to say thank you again for watching. Thank you to all those who have subscribed to the channel. This has not been very easy for me. As you know, anyone will know that when I started this channel, I'd explained about my anxiety. Now, I'm not going to say I'm 100%. I'm not going to say that I'm anywhere near where I was. I'm definitely a lot better than where I was before. There's one thing I will say though, and that is, it's hard for anyone not to speak up about any injustice, and that's why I kind of feel like I don't want this channel just to be about my cycling, and that's why I do often mention about my veganism. Yes, I understand there'll be people watching this who've got no interest in the vegan side, you know, of things, and I'm happy for you to follow me along on my journey anyway. You know, I want you to see that we are just normal people like everyone else. We're just obviously making those choices, you know, in consideration of the animals. So I'll say thank you for watching my video, and I'm going to head home now. I was stopping for my last break because the headwind's been ridiculous. It's wet, it's horrible, and I'm not used to being clipped in, so I'm just taking it a bit steady because I don't want to make any mistakes. It's too dangerous to be coming off my bike today. Anyway, take care, peace.